name is Katie, and I will be your operator for today's call. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. Later, we will conduct a question-and-answer session. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I'll now turn the call over to Ellen Haley. You may begin.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are having technical difficulties with Sergey's cell phone, so we're going to go ahead while we get that worked out. As you all know, this call is to talk to Sergey Kovalev and Jean Pascal in anticipation of their January 30th Unified Lightweight World Championship. This is being telecast on HBO beginning at 9:45 ET and PT. And in Canada, you can go see this event at the Bell Center, and there is a pay-per-view available as well. I have on the line with us today Kathy Duva, CEO of Main Events. I have Pierre Duke from the Interbox. He's the vice president. We have John David Jackson with us, Kovalev's trainer. Hopefully we have Aegis Klemus at this point, and shortly, Sergey Kovalev. Right now I want to welcome Kathy Duva and have her say a few words.
Thank you, Ellen. Hello, everyone. What can I say? We're going to go, we liked it so much the first time, we're going to go do it again. The fight is filling well. We see a lot of interest around Canada. Ticket sales are beyond our projections, so that would indicate that all of the sales will be above what we had projected going in, so we're very happy. We think that these are two great warriors, and every time they step in the same 20-foot square, that they're gonna create some fireworks, and everybody's going to be entertained. So we want to thank HBO for, as always, making all this possible. I want to thank my friends at Interbox, who are such a pleasure to deal with. Sometimes I wish we could do every fight with them, although we'll have to come here sometimes. And what can I say? It's just going to be another great event. Everybody should be looking forward to it.
Thanks, Kathy. Pierre, how about greeting all the fine media on the call?
All righty. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, obviously, many thanks to HBO for allowing this to happen. Same thing for Main Event, and also to Sergey Kovalev for once again accepting to come here to defend his titles in Montreal, in a foreign city for him. So again, thank you so much for making this happen. Just building on Kathy's point very quickly, it's our third project within 1 year with Main Events and Interbox and Jean Pascal promotion together, and it's been nothing short of a pleasant experience. Quite frankly, this, I believe, sets the example on how promoters should be working together. So again, thank you very much for all this. The first bout between Kovalev and Pascal has been nothing short of spectacular, hence the reason why we're going at it again. And frankly, we're expecting an even greater performance from both of these guys next week. You know what? The stakes are high. Everybody's ready. The fans are really excited. Sales are going well. Jean Pascal is more than ready. So all I can say is do not miss this great evening. So thank you very much, everyone.
Great. So for right now, I will say that if you have questions for either Kathy or Pierre, Aegis, or John David Jackson, you can go on there, and we are desperately trying to connect Sergey. So I'll open up the question and answers.
Thank you. If you have a question, please press star and then 1 on your touch-tone phone. If you wish to be removed from the queue, please press the pound sign or the hash key. If you're using a speakerphone, you may need to pick up the handset first before pressing the numbers. Once again, if you have a question, please press star and then 1 on your touch-tone phone. And our first question comes from Dan Raphael from ESPN. Please go ahead.
Thank you. I have a question for John. John, you there? Yes, just hang on. Yeah.
Hey, John. I'm wondering, when you go into camp with Sergey to get ready for the rematch, given the way that he was able to win the first fight, fairly handily by knockout, and then see Pascal come back on Sergey's undercard in the fight this past summer, not look all that sharp, how do you prevent Kovalev, if there's even the possibility of this happening, from being overconfident going into a rematch?
Well, Dan, that's a good question. What I basically do is, we talk about the first fight, and we go over the mistakes that he committed in the first fight, and we try to correct those mistakes. That way, Pascal cannot try to capitalize on it once again. The fact that this fight is kind of a grudge match between both fighters makes it easier for Sergey to train harder and concentrate more because he wants to make a statement with this victory this time. So it's not really hard to get him motivated. It's just that we got to make sure that this time we cross all the T's and dot all the I's and make sure that things go correct where they should have gone the first fight. Like you said earlier, the punishment that Pascal that he endured and his fight with Gonzalez on the other card with Sergey's last fight, he looked shot. And I'm feel like that. And is there more he can do? I doubt it. He took a tremendous beating from Sergey, and the beating that he took, I think, really shortened his career a lot sooner. So I don't see much more that he can do that's going to be more improved or more impressive. He has to really come out and make a dogfight if he wants to have a chance with Sergey. And if he does that, then he kind of pretty much spells his own defeat quicker.
So that's what I was asking you. So the one thing that he did different going into this fight was he signed up with a new trainer, I guess hoping that Freddie could maybe turn things around. You've been a boxer, you've been a trainer. How much stock or possibility do you think that for just one training camp that Freddie could have, or any trainer could have, frankly, on Pascal that could turn him around so much or do so many different things that it would be a significant factor if he were able to, get a victory against Sergey in this rematch? Do you think it makes that much difference, I guess, is the question?
Yeah, it could. It depends on the student that you have. I mean, when I had Chris Algieri, he adapted to what I asked him to do, and it worked well for him in the last two fights. I don't know if Pascal can do that. He's long in the tooth for boxing. He's been around for a while. He's been champion. So, how much does he really have inside him to want to listen and try to improve? And also on the flip side of that, with one fight and just a certain amount of weeks, how much can Freddie really make him become a better fighter, or teach him more than what he knows now? Because it takes these 3 or 4 fights to really find a trainer to really get together. So
great. David,
time is short. So we'll see. Thank you. Yeah.
And our next question comes from Benoit Ferox from Who Am I Agency. Please go ahead.
Oui, bonjour. Ma question est pour Pierre. Question rapide. Tu as mentionné les fans sont excités, les ventes vont bien. Est-ce que tu as des chiffres pour nous au niveau des ventes de billets?
Okay, I'm just going to go, est-ce que c'est okay si je réponds en anglais pour le bénéfice de tout le monde? Well, the question was, we made a comment to the fact that the sales were going well. Do we have any numbers to share at this time? We were close, we're actually getting closer and closer to what we sold on the first fight, which is a fantastic news. So I think by the time we get to the Bell Center on January 30th, I think we're probably going to be around 9,000 folks in the building.
And once again, if you have a question, please press star then 1 on your touch-tone phone.
And I believe that Sergey has joined us or is joining us. Is that right, Kate?
Yes, he has joined us.
Okay, perfect.
Sergey, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome, Sergey. We're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Does Sergey want to say something? Are we gonna? Ellen?
Hello, everybody.
There you go.
Sergey, would you like to say
Sorry
something?
for my late. I changed the phone for an Apple store. It was a very big line.
Well, you're here with us now, and we're happy. Katie, remind everybody how to get into the call if you would.
And once again, if you have a question, *1 will get you into the queue. And we're standing by for questions. We have a question from Natalie Rooney from 99.9 Sport FM. Please go ahead.
Hi, my question is for Sergey. Hi, Sergey. Thank you to be there. Jean Pascal said that he changed a lot of little things in the last few months.
Oh, I'm sorry, but very quiet.
It's hard to hear you. You have to speak a little louder, Natalie.
A little louder? Okay.
Yes, please.
Do you hear me now? Do you hear me better?
Can you hear her, Sergey?
Okay. Do you
I
hear me
will
better
try
now?
to understand, but very quiet.
Okay, it'll be better now. It's better now.
Okay, it's better now. I just want to know, Pascal said that
right now better, yeah.
he has changed a little things to be able to beat you next time. Do you think that with his new trainer, just a few months to change all those things is enough for him to be on top? Or he would have needed more time, like a year or two?
Серега, она спрашивает, что за последние пару месяцев он как бы говорит, что он сделал какие-то изменения. Ты думаешь, что ему пару месяцев изменений делать хватит? Или ты думаешь, что ему надо больше время?
I think that about him at all. Say and do is two different things.
Thank you. Thank you.
And our next question comes from Jeffrey Freeman from the KO Digest. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for putting me on the call. It's a pleasure to talk to Sergey Kovalev. I have a question for the Crusher. Crusher Kovalev, what are your thoughts on Andre Ward as a light heavyweight opponent? And can either yourself or Kathy Duba please talk about the development of that as a future fight for you?
Серега, что ты думаешь как боксера в этой дивизии? И можете ли что-то прокомментировать?
Andre Ward?
Да. Ну, как боксера, что ты думаешь про него, как боксера в этой дивизии light heavyweight?
Andre Ward is a very great boxer, and I'm very happy that in my division he came to my division, and we can make a very good fight and very interesting fight for boxing people, for people who interesting of the boxing. And also he lost Olympic champion from America, and I really like it, and I would like to fight with him, but right now I have to stay focused on my next fight, and I think only about my next fight.
Thank you, Sergey.
And our next question comes from Jeremy Filosa from 98.5 FM. Please go ahead.
Hi guys, I guess I can ask this question to Kathy. Many have put into question whether Jean Pascal deserved this matchup. I think you've made it clear that you would have liked to have other options for a fight. How much of a struggle has it been? I mean, I keep hearing Kovalev and John David Jackson saying, Pascal doesn't have a shot and it's going to be the same result anyways. Why should people get hyped up for this fight? Why should people get motivated to watch this fight, to buy this fight, to attend this fight, when everybody's saying that the result is going to be the same? And you understand where I'm coming from here?
Yeah, when the fight ended last time, people have short memories. I remember walking into a group of reporters from Canada, I think most of them, some of them others from the U.S., as I was making my way to the press room, and they were all saying don't you think Jean earned a rematch? Don't you think he should get a rematch? Do you think a rematch will happen? And that was the question most people were asking when the fight ended. So, when you come down to it, there are other options out there, but when we also look at economics, this economic-wise was the best option at the moment. Jean Pascal is still the very best fighter in the world. Is willing to get into the ring with Sergey Kovalev at this point in time. Even with the loss to Sergey, he was very upset when it was over. Jean, feeling that it was stopped too quickly. We don't agree, but he's coming into the ring with Freddie Roach. That brings another element to it. And you can sit there and I don't want to dispute anything with my fighter or his trainer, but as a promoter, I'm going to have my heart in my throat, as I always do. And Sergey, is going to go out and give his best, and so is Jean Pascal. And they're two great warriors, and when two great warriors get in the ring together, anything can happen. Of course, we think our fighter can win, or we wouldn't be in this fight. But the fact is, Pascal's side thinks the same thing. So we'll find out. We'll find out what is going to happen when it happens. But it'll be entertaining because these two gentlemen are always entertaining.
Sergey, question for you now. Obviously, are you planning on changing anything in terms of your game plan coming into this fight? Because I was in LA just last week, and I saw Jean Pascal sparring. They're trying to change quite a few things in his game. I'm not quite sure they'll be able to get everything in place in time for the fight. But are you planning to change anything? And do you have any spies listening out to what he's trying to do on his side? Because it seems like his game plan is going to be completely different.
Серега, ты что-то планируешь поменять в бою? Потому что мы видели, что как бы поспарингует Паскаль, и он уже как бы пытается что-то поменять. Ты планируешь что-то менять, и есть у тебя какие-то твои жуки у Фредди Роуча в джиме, которые смотрят на его изменения, как бы, и докладывают тебе?
I don't have any plans for the fight. I just we'll go to the ring and we'll make a next interesting fight. I just for me boxing fight as a street fight, no rules, but rules only boxing rules. For me, it doesn't matter what he will bring and who will bring. But I shoot already and must be ready for everything that he can to bring, offer, for me.
Can you tell me one thing, Sergey, that you expect he will be better at for this fight?
Ты думаешь, он будет лучше в этом бою?
Pascal?
Да.
Why I should to think about Pascal? I don't think about him. I think about me and about my life. I don't think what he will bring. I understand that he has a good motivation right now, more motivation. He got a new coach and something he will bring new to the ring. But I just should be ready for everything. I don't know, will bring his something better or not better, For me, it doesn't matter. I just go to the fight and kick his ass again.
And our next question
Okay, next question.
comes from Dan Raphael from ESPN. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Sergey, I asked John David this before you came on the phone call, and I asked him, because of the way that you won your first fight with Pascal last year, that how would you prevent, did it in dominant fashion, how would you prevent yourself from being overconfident going into this rematch? That combined with, the fact that he didn't look all that good when he fought on your undercard this past summer. So how do you prevent yourself from becoming overconfident in this rematch?
Как ты подготавливаешь себя в этом бою, даже если ты его и боксировал и победил в прошлом бою, как ты подготавливаешь себя в этом бою?
Thanks for the question, but I'm prepared same with 100% responsible and responsible, 100% was responsible, and I understand that he motivated for this fight more than first one, because he wants to be looking good in front of his fans in Canada. But I'm sure and I know that half of his fans turned to my side after our first fight, March 14th. And right now, Pascal still to say something wrong things to my side, wrong words to my side, and he will pay for this January 30th.
Okay, Sergey, John David also mentioned when I asked him that question, he said that he felt like, he's had a long career. You gave him a pretty good beating in your fight, and it showed maybe that it was a little of an impact the way he fought in his next fight. He said he thought that Pascal was a shot fighter. What's your assessment?
Он говорит, я когда с Джоном разговаривал, а Джон сказал, что он уже как-то почти законченный боец, а он очень в прошлом бою, когда ты боксировал, ты его сильно избил, потом после твоего боя он еще раз был избитый. Ты думаешь, как твое мнение, что думаешь, что он уже все, уже законченный боец, или он еще что-то в него состоит?
I don't know, we'll see. January 30th, we will see everybody and everything. Who is. And usually, who fought with me, against me, already like a stop career, or their career, or going on reduced, they not growing up because I'm destroyed. I didn't destroy his because referee stopped fight and saved his health and life, maybe. And he forgot to say to referee, thank you, sir, that you saved my life and I still healthy. But right now I should to do this and finish my job. January 30th should be very different fight, and my victory should be, and I must to do this clear.
All right. Thank you very much, Sergey. I appreciate your time. I'll see you up north next week. Appreciate it.
And our next question comes from Mike Woods from Ring. Please go ahead.
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it. My question is for Sergey. Sergey, I wonder if this time things are personal and you're angry, because now a couple times Pascal has come out and publicly called you racist. Are you angry at him, and will you try to punish him for suggesting this?
Он спрашивает, что может это у тебя вопрос стоит уже персональный, так как он сейчас пару раз выходил в эфир и говорил, что ты расист. А ты, у тебя желание есть персонально закрыть ему рот, и чтобы он больше уже так не говорил?
Sure, his fight is like a personal fight, it's something personal for me, because he said to my side a lot of wrong things, a lot of wrong words, and he still speaks every day something like a cartoon, it's not everything true that he's speaking, that he speaks, it's just making, maybe, I don't know for what he's making this. I think that I understand for what he's doing this. It's like call me nervous, and be angry, but I understand that he's already a stupid person. from the last fight, it's enough. I'm giving him a rematch because I didn't start my job against him. I should to start his career.
John
I
David,
would like to do it.
John David, are you worried that maybe Sergey is going to come out too angry? Are you going to have to sort of hold him back like an angry bull?
No, I don't worry about that. Listen, Sergey understands the task at hand. Pascal's still dangerous. He may not be the same fighter that he once was, but he's still dangerous. So, we're still going according to plan and getting him prepared the proper way because, he's a proud champion. He's definitely going to, do his best to execute his plan, the game plan. So, we're not worried about what Pascal's going to bring to the table. We'll always concentrate and make sure that Sergey's ready and motivated to do his job. And you listen to him talk now, he's definitely motivated. He wants to make a statement with this fight. So there should be there's no shortcomings on our end. He'll be ready come fight night.
Thank you so much. At this point, thank you, Sergey. Thank you, Aegis. Thank you, John David. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to all of us today. We now have Jean Pascal, we have Freddie Roach, and Greg Leon joining us on the call, and the Q&A will transfer over to them.
And once again, if you have a question, please press star then 1 on your touch-tone phone. And our first question comes from Dan Raphael from ESPN. Please go ahead.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Hey, guys. Freddie, are you there?
Yeah.
You got a busy day because I don't think you got the other press conference also, so thanks for taking the time out here. Freddie, tell me, with John in your camp now, just basically what are the things that you're trying to do in a short period of time to help him get the victory in this rematch? It didn't go very well for him in the first fight. He sought you out. Clearly saw something that it thought that you could help do something there. So what's the main focus of what you're trying to do with him?
Well, we changed our strategy a little bit, and he's boxing a lot better and keeping his hands up a lot better. And we're working on a lot of new techniques and shortening his combinations up, and everything's really going really well. And we boxed 10 rounds yesterday, and we're going to start tapering down for the fight. And he's definitely ready to fight right now, and you'll see a much better fighter than you did the first time, I feel, because he's improved a lot. We've been doing a lot of mitt work with him, and everything's been going really well.
Freddie, do you think it's really enough time to make the kind of change that would overcome, the really one-sided knockout in the first fight?
Well, it is a short amount of time and so forth, but John has picked things up quickly, and I think if we can watch him work out, he's like a completely different fighter right now, and his powers are obviously still there also. We know we're in there with a big strong guy and so forth, but if he's fights smart and he knows he can win that fight.
Okay, great. I have a question for John. John, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Hey, good to talk to you, Jean. I wanted to know, from your point of view, when you made the decision to leave Mark and to go to Freddie, number one, what was the main reason for that? And number two, now that you've been with Freddie for several weeks, you've heard him talk about the way your camp has gone. Give me your impressions of the way things have gone and how you think Freddie maybe has made you better in preparation for this rematch with Kovalev.
Freddie Roach is a great coach. He's a great human being, but he's a very, very great coach. Like I said, the big difference with Roach and the other coaches is I think he has the eye of the tiger. He sees things that people can't see. I think he was born with that, and with his experience, he just polished it. So that's the thing is going to make a big difference on the strategy right now.
So it's been what you've expected? He's brought to your camp what you wanted him to bring?
Honestly, right now the camp is going beyond my expectation. Everything was good. To be honest with you, the last 10 days, the body was feeling a little bit tired. But now, I'm right back on track, and I'm going to peak at the right moment for the fight.
All right, John, thank you very much. I wish you good luck next week.
Thank you.
And our next question comes from Jake Donovan from Boxing.com. Please go ahead.
Hey, John, thanks for taking the call. I know for this fight you made a big deal about wanting random drug testing. I just wanted to know if you were happy with the procedure that's in place and the fact that Sergey accepted the terms.
Yeah, honestly, I really applaud Kovalev to do the drug testing. People asking me if I think Kovalev is dirty. It's not about to be dirty or not. It's just to show the fans, show the world that we are in a clean sport and also we are clean athletes. When I fought Bernard Hopkins, I asked Bernard to do the test. He said no, he's a legend, so I think he will be a pioneer in that field. But he said he has his reason. So right now, Kovalev is the champion, and he said yes. So I'm really, really glad that we are able to show the world that we are clean athletes and we are in a clean sport.
Okay, thanks. That's my only question. Best of luck next week.
Thank you.
And our next question comes from Benoît Vereux from Who My Agency. Please go ahead.
Oui, Jean, je me demandais à quoi tu penses quand tu entends Kovalev dire que l'arbitre a arrêté le combat et puis n'a plus la chance de te détruire et compte bien se reprendre lors de ce deuxième combat.
Kovalev, je peux dire en anglais ou en français?
Jean, before you move forward, could somebody translate that to English for the other media, please?
That's what I was asking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is PR from Interbox. Allow me to translate the question. Question was, Sergey Kovalev has alluded to the fact that Jean Pascal should be thanking the referee for stopping the previous fight as early as he did. That basically saved him. So what was Jean Pascal's comment on this?
Listen, Kovalev said that I'm talking a lot, but I think he's the one who's talking a lot. He's the one who's saying that he's going to end my career. He's going to knock me out this time earlier than he did the first time. Me, I'm just minding my own business. I'm training very hard. And listen, he's not the first one. He's not the first one. Bernard Hopkins said he's going to end his career. But here we go. I'm still on top. I'm still here. I'm still sitting up arenas, even I'm not a champion. Sergey Kovalev is coming back to my backyard because he doesn't sell the way he lives. So, like I said, Sergey talks a lot, so I just hope this time around he's going to be able to back it up.
And our next question comes from Keith Idek from The Record. Please go ahead.
Yes, my question is for John. John, earlier, John David Jackson, and he said it previously as well, that you're not the same fighter that you once were. How much motivation has that given you to prove that you're that same fighter? And also, if Freddie could answer that as well, in terms of maybe where John is in his career as opposed to where he once was.
Like I said, I think John David Jackson should mind his own business. He's not in my body. He's not in my mind. He doesn't know shit about me. He doesn't know shit about my mental conditions. So if he thinks I'm not the same fighter, good for them, good for him. But I know that I'm still a warrior. I'm still in my prime. That's why I had no hesitation to face Kovalev again, because I know the first fight was stopped too early. I was on my way back. Yes, of course, Sergey was getting the fight. He was winning at that point, but I was on my way back. I was coming back. I won the 5th, the 6th round. So, like I said, Sergey said this time around he's going to finish the job earlier. I tried to put a bet on that. I tried to put a bet on that. Hello?
And our next question comes from Mike Woods from The Ring. Please go ahead.
Hi, John. Hi, Freddie and company. John, a question for you. I do wonder if this fight is more personal for you. You've been very public about what you perceive to be bias in Kovalev's personality and his treatment towards you.
Does that make you an angrier, more dangerous fighter?
No, I know what I have to do to win this fight. Freddie taught me a lot in the 8-week camp that I ever learned. So I think that Freddie is a great coach, and I'm going to try to apply everything that Freddie taught me during camp. So that's going to be a very interesting fight. The first fight was a great fight. Everybody right after the first fight was telling like I need a rematch because that was the Kovalev closest fight ever. So I think right now people have a short memory because I did pretty good in the first fight, and I'm expecting to do the same in the second fight.
Freddie has referenced that we maybe will see a different strategy. I take that to mean, I guess, maybe some smarter boxing, not as much trading. Is that fair to say that we're going to be seeing the smartest version of you? Maybe try to avoid trading offensively with Kovalev?
You really want to know?
I do. I don't know if you'll tell me, but I really want to know.
So if you do really want to know, just tune in on HBO.
That's what I figured. Thanks, guys. Be well.
And our next question comes from Jeremy Veloso from 98.5 FM. Please go ahead.
All right, guys. Freddie, Jean, thanks again for welcoming us in your gym last week. It was very much appreciated. The question is, Freddie, how important are those first couple of rounds going to be for Jean? I mean, we know in the first fight he was touched there on the eardrum, which completely transformed the rest of the fight, the way the rest of the fight went. How important will it be for you to make sure that he's listening to what you're saying in the corner in those first couple of rounds so that when he does go through those storms, that he doesn't fall back into some of his older habits which you want him to get rid of?
Well, the thing is, that's what we're working on mentally right there with. We don't want him to fall back into his old style and lay on the ropes and wait for this guy on the ropes or put his hands down. And so I think, Jean Pascal is Jean Pascal right now. I don't think he wants to be Roy Jones anymore because Pascal is better than Jones. And he's going to prove that in this fight.
Jean, can I get a comment on your part concerning the first couple of rounds and how important it's going to be for you to keep your focus and listen to your trainer in the corner?
I'm going to have to be very alert from round to 12. That's going to be a good fight with a lot of fireworks this time. So the main thing for me is to stay focused and stay alert.
Thanks, guys.
And once
John, I like Roy Jones, but you're better.
I like it.
And once again, if you have a question, please press star, then 1 on your touch-tone phone. And our next question comes from Diane Hayesfield from RGS. Please go ahead.
Hello, I will like to have an answer in French. I will ask my question in French. Somebody want to translate, but I'd like to have a French answer. Jean Pascal, qu'est-ce qui fait que cette fois-ci, on a entendu ton entraîneur dire qu'il y avait eu des nouvelles techniques, que tu étais un meilleur boxeur? Toi, dans ta tête, qu'est-ce qui fait que ce combat-là va être différent, qui va faire que ce ne sera pas le même Pascal face à Kovalev dans ce combat-là?
Pierre, would you be so kind? Pierre, can you translate for us?
Yeah, sorry, the line cut there for a second. I missed the question.
Okay, the question was why was the difference? Because his coach talked about a new Pascal, a new techniques, but I would like to get an answer in French first, and after maybe you can translate.
Okay, I will.
C'est tout simplement parce que j'ai un nouvel entraîneur. Alors, nouvel entraîneur égale nouvelle méthode, nouvelle technique, nouvelle approche. Alors, si on combine ces trois choses-là ensemble, nous nous allons avoir un nouveau Jean Pascal et c'est là-dessus qu'on travaille énormément depuis les 8 dernières semaines. C'est d'avoir un nouveau Jean Pascal, d'apporter quelque chose de différent pour le combat, pour donner un meilleur combat pour le premier et finir avec la victoire cette fois-ci.
All right. Allow me to translate that. Basically what Jean is saying is that this is all about keeping improving himself. New trainer, new technique, new approach, and a little bit of a new mindset on how to approach a fight. He strongly believes that this is going to allow him to demonstrate Jean Pascal in the ring on January 30th.
Et Jean, on a fait référence tout à l'heure au début de combat, aux 2 premières rondes. Là, Jérémy Filosa en a parlé. Toi, comment tu vois justement ce début de combat-là dans le déroulement du match?
Question is to Jean here is related to the importance of the first 2 rounds, and what is Jean's opinion on this particular matter?
Je ne sais pas de trouver aucune excuse pour le premier combat. Que cette journée-là, ou peut-être même cette soirée-là, ne serait pas ma soirée. J'étais pas assez éveillé lors du début du combat. J'étais pas assez alerte. Donc je me suis fait toucher souvent avec des coups que j'aurais dû pas normalement me faire toucher. Et c'est là-dessus qu'on travaille vraiment. C'est de rester focus, de rester à l'air du premier jusqu'au 2e round. Et je pense que c'est ça qui va faire une grosse différence lors du combat.
The answer was that Jean is not looking, nor is he making any excuses for the first couple of rounds of the first bout, alluding to the fact that he was probably not focused enough in the first couple of rounds, hence the reason for why he's making those changes with Freddie as we speak, and he's not entertaining the idea of being in the same mindset for the first couple of rounds.
And our next question comes from Natalie Brune from 99.9 Sports FM. Please go ahead.
Yes, I will need a French answer too, please, for the purpose of our radio. Jean Pascal, ça fait très peu de temps que tu travailles quand même avec Freddie Roach. Il a fait des petits changements, en fait des petits ou des grands changements avec toi. Plusieurs diront que ça prendrait plus que quelques mois pour enlever les mauvais plis que tu avais. Ça prendrait peut-être 1 an ou 2. Qu'est-ce que tu en penses, toi? Est-ce que tu as réussi quand même à faire ce que tu avais à faire en si peu de temps?
Question is, Jean Pascal, you've been now training for Freddie Roach for, he described it as a short amount of time. Some people would say that he would require What is your point of view?
Justement, c'est pour ça que ces personnes qui posent ces questions-là ne sont pas des entraîneurs de boxe, mais des gérants de track. Comme je vous dis, ça fait 15 ans que je boxe, en pas 2 ans, c'est 2 ans de pratique ou 1 an de pratique pour pouvoir améliorer certaines choses, certains aspects de ma technique ou de ma condition. Juste quelques mois, parce que je suis un athlète qui apprend vite et aussi je suis un entraîneur qui formule bien les choses, qui me fait bien apprendre. Alors, pour ceux qui disent que j'aurais besoin d'un peu plus de temps, regardez le combat le 30 janvier et voir que j'avais raison.
Yeah, the short answer here is that Jean is reminding everybody that not like he's starting from scratch. He's got many years of professional boxing behind him. We're talking about tweaking some element here, not actually learning from scratch. And in this particular context, feels that the amount of time that him and spent together would be sufficient to deliver some changes.
Thank you.
And at this time, there are no further questions.
That's great. Thank you, everybody. Kathy or Pierre, do you have any closing statement you'd like to make?
Well, I'll leave this is Pierre from Box. I'll leave the very last words to Kathy. But again, everybody, thank you so much for being here. All the best for the 2 fighters. May the best men win. One things for sure. Those who are going to be sitting there or watching it on television, you guys, those folks are going to be granted with a phenomenal fight and a very exciting evening. And in the end, that's what really matters. So thanks for everybody's time and interest, and looking forward to see all you guys in Montreal at the end of January.
And as always, Pierre put it perfectly. I don't think I can add anything to that. So we look forward to seeing all you people, hope as many of you as possible, already next week.
Fantastic. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your time, and look forward to seeing all of you that are coming to Sergey's workout this Thursday. And just get in contact with me if you need anything further.
Thank you, Ellen. Great job as always. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.